The Milwaukee Bucks has had a very, very disappointing start to the NBA season. They're in the NBA season off 2-8 and has lost 4 of their last 5 games. In their most recent loss against the Boston Celtics, the Bucks looked good in the first quarter, moving the ball well, getting lobs off to Giannis, and Dame even hit a very crazy shot clock 3, and they looked good. I thought they could, maybe catch a spark and take a lead and win this game for the first time, because this team has been struggling, and it has been one of the biggest topics of the NBA season is what's going on with the Milwaukee Bucks. They have everything necessary to win games. You made that big swing trade for Damian Lillard. I always thought if Giannis Antetokounmpo was able to get a teammate as at least close to his skill level, that this team could easily win again. Even after trading Jrue Holiday, we know how good and how valuable Jrue Holiday is. I thought this team could still be winning games, but they're struggling right now. 3 minutes into the third quarter, the Celtics was able to capture their first lead of the game. Like I said, the Milwaukee Bucks was leading the whole game up into the third quarter. Around 9 minutes on the clock, they was able to get Al Horford to open 3, and it got them the lead, their first lead of the game. And then from then on, the game was pretty much back and forth. It was a real good game. Third, fourth quarter was second half was a real good second half. I'll say that it was like a back and forth second half. But once we got into the fourth quarter, when we got into crunch time, like I said, when it come down to crunch time, this is when you see who's a championship level team, who isn't a championship level team. We obviously know that Boston is the better team. So when Boston got down to this close game with Giannis and the Bucks, it's kind of anticipated that the Celtics will win this game because the Bucks has not really been good in the clutch this season. Obviously going 2-8. With 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Bucks was able to shave the lead down to 2. Even after going back and forth with the Boston Celtics, even though Peyton Pritchard was going crazy, they was able to shave the lead down to 2 points, okay? And it kind of looked like the Bucks could make a little comeback or make something happen. You know what I'm saying? It looked like the Milwaukee Bucks had some hope. But Giannis and the Bucks defense, he collapsed. Like, it was terrible. Like, I don't know if I think Giannis just went to sleep. Like, the rotation defense was not it. The Boston Celtics had very good ball movement. They got Jason Tatum a wide open 3. And that 3 pretty much was the dagger. I mean, the 3 only put them up 5, but from then on, the Bucks wasn't able to get any type of momentum to win the game. So even though Giannis scored his 43 points, was very impressive, by the way. That's Giannis, two-time champion, 2-time MVP. We know what Giannis is capable of, but even though Giannis poured in 43 points, there was a few possessions of this game where the unsung hero, Jrue Holiday, was able to guard and slow down Giannis, and it actually helped the Boston Celtics capture their first lead of the game. And this is just a reminder that this game was on the road too, by the way. So the Boston Celtics was able to close the game off. Really, like, this team is showing you that they're trying to go back to back. Like, this team is playing so well. Like, they was able to put this game away on the road against the Bucks. Like, this Bucks team is still talented, even though they were struggling this season. They're still a very talented roster. So this was a very good, game to just, like I said, you could capture in your first lead in the third quarter and you was able to finish it out how y'all finish it out. That's the way you play. That's how you play championship level basketball. Just simple little stuff like that. Finishing games all like that on the road is pretty impressive. And this is a reminder, y'all. The Bucks traded Jrue Holiday for Damian Lillard. Like, just thinking back about that trade, when it first happened, everybody loved it for the Bucks because, yes, it's Damian Lillard and Giannis now. Like, Giannis didn't have no running mate as good as Dame ever. So we all was kind of excited about this. I'll even say it myself. I thought this was going to be matchmaking heaven. Dame shooting 3 from half court and Giannis is just taking over in the paint. I thought which it is still a good duo, but they're still trying to figure out how to win games together. Another thing that I want to point out was they allowed Peyton Pritchard, which is a very good basketball player. He isn't a bad basketball player, but he is a role player on the Boston Celtics. You allow him to go off for 18 points on 60% shooting. That's too efficient for Peyton Pritchard. That's too much points for Peyton Pritchard. Especially if you're the Milwaukee Bucks and you're trying to win games. You're 2-8, okay? So, it's just so much obvious reasons on that game on why they lost and why they've been struggling. Their defense isn't there. Obviously, ever since they gave away Jrue Holiday for Dame, their defense has not been there, and they haven't addressed the issue. They haven't went out and got them a defender yet. They need to somehow, some way, get them a defender on the roster, and I think that helped them. Just another wing beside Giannis that, can defend on the wing, a little more. Like, they need something because this defense isn't it. And Damian Lillard was also shut down by the Boston Celtics, which didn't help Giannis at all. He shot 26% from the field. He also shot 12% from the three. So when Dame's looking like that, it's not helping Giannis out at all. Dame got to look like Dame, especially in them key games like Boston. Like when you play in Boston, come on, Dame, you got to show up for Giannis. You got to help him out. You got to help him secure these important dubs. This is how you build your chemistry. And going down the road, you got to be able to beat these good teams in crunch time. You have to, because there's going to be games like this in the playoffs you're going to need to win. And it's not looking like they're going to be able to win them right now. So it's still the beginning of the season. We're only 10 games in, so it's really early to say that they have had a disappointing season. But they're having a bad start, a very unanticipated start to the season. But I think, going down the road, like I said, this team, their next couple games isn't really that hard. So you would expect the Milwaukee Bucks to take advantage of their schedule going forward. Their next 5 games isn't that hard. Their next 5 games, let me tell you guys, tonight play the Toronto Raptors, which is a game they should win, okay? We know for obvious reasons why. Tomorrow, they play the Pistons in a back-to-back game. This should be an easy game, okay? I'm from Michigan myself, and I can even say it. The Detroit Pistons is not a good basketball team right now, okay? As the Milwaukee Bucks, you have to win that game. Then the next game after that, you have the Hornets, okay? The Hornets is also another young squad that hasn't really been winning a lot of games these last couple seasons. That should be another easy dub. Then Monday, you play the Rockets, another young roster. It's not a bad team, obviously, but another young roster. You should be able to take control of that, win that game. Then after that, you play the Bulls, okay? The Bulls is not a hard team to beat, okay? Then after that, you got the Pacers, then the Hornets again. So like I said, man, their next couple games, it looks really, really winnable. I really expect for the Milwaukee Bucks to turn things right around. They might have a little win streak. Like I said, their next 5-6 games is real easy and real winnable for this team. So I think they could really turn things around. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you think is wrong with the Milwaukee Bucks. Why you think they're struggling so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please do me a big favor. Smash the like button and leave me a comment on how you felt about the video or what you want to see going forward. I'll see you in the next video. You dig?